So this G4TV situation has been very hilarious to watch unfold, but I do want to start making videos about it for myself. It has been great to watch Geeks and Gamers and the Quartering and all the other YouTubers tear them apart over the last week or so, but I do think that a lot of people are missing certain things, and there's just little things here and there that people are glancing over that are actually really hilarious and actually really important for the dismantling of G4TV. They're doing it to themselves. The people, their own fans are doing it to them as well. Their own fans, a lot of them are turning against G4TV, and also revealing some other things that are very important to the storyline of this whole situation. So I'm going to start making videos on this myself. Let's get right into this video. First, I do want to check out this subreddit. The G4TV subreddit has 19.2 thousand members and 131 people online currently, so it's not necessarily dead, but it's not really popping, you know. And apparently they had locked this sub. I don't know if it was whenever G4TV shut down and they just brought it back up, or if it's when all this entire situation with Geeks and Gamers and the Quartering and everyone calling them out, all these YouTubers. It's not just them, by the way. It's a lot of other YouTubers as well. It's not just people who are affiliated with the Fandom Menace. I don't even know who's in that and who's not anymore. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but I don't know who's in them and who's not when it comes to the other YouTubers. But what I'm trying to say is it's not just the people who other people associate with the Fandom Menace. It's also people like Camelot331. He commented on one of their videos. I'll show you that comment in 1 second. It's a lot of people out there calling G4TV out from all different political viewpoints. It just doesn't matter what your opinions are. Most people can see that G4TV is an absolute joke, whether or not you disagree with what the hosts were saying on that episode, or if you just disagree with G4TV being rebooted in such a trash way. People are tired of this. People don't like G4TV, especially this new G4TV. But this Reddit post, right before I recorded this video, I brought it up and it wasn't taken down by moderators, and it was posted 21 hours ago. So it's kind of sad. It's kind of unfortunate that right when I go to record this video, I refresh the page and it's taken down. It's really unfortunate, bad timing. But this person says, over 5K subs nuked since last Thursday. They've lost 5K subs. I believe he's talking about on YouTube. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's talking about YouTube. That's crazy. 5K subs on, let's face it, I don't like talking trash about channels like this, especially when it comes to analytics or numbers or subscribers, because at the end of the day, they don't really matter. Subscribers are just a vanity metric that don't truly matter to the performance of your channel. But when we go to G4TV, they have 493,000 subscribers. And like I said, I hate doing stuff like this. But if you just look at their views, they don't really reflect 493,000 subscribers. Now, most channels that get that big don't. But losing 5,000 subscribers, if we're being real, a lot of those subscribers are probably dead subscribers because they subbed back during the old G4TV days. So they're not even watching the videos in the first place. And when you lose 5,000 actually active subscribers, that actually is a pretty big deal. Because like I said, most of those 493,000 that are left are probably dead subs. They're probably not too active anymore. It is what it is. I'm not trying to trash on them because of their numbers or anything like that, because I just feel like that's such a weak thing to do. I'm just being real. You know, it just has to be said because it's the truth. But this person says, oh man, the very day the sub gets unlocked. So like I was saying, it did get locked, and apparently as soon as it got unlocked, people are starting to post stuff like this, and they don't allow that. The moderators don't play by those rules. They don't let you say anything that's not just praising the host or praising G4TV in general. But pretty much what this post was saying, it was making fun of the host, the woman Froskarin, or however you say her name, for, you know, she was complaining because people didn't find her as attractive as the previous host, and Olivia Munn, which most 99.9% of women out there are not as attractive as her. So I don't know why she's complaining about that. But she was also complaining at the same time about people calling her too attractive in the chat. So she was letting a couple of trolls take over her mind so much that she had to take out 5 or 10 minutes to complain about the trolls. For one, for her not being as attractive as Olivia Munn, which, like I said, most people aren't, and also to complain about her being called too attractive in the live stream chats. It's absolutely ridiculous. But this person was pretty much just making a sarcastic post saying that she's an absolute beast because no other host in the past could possibly make the claim that they nuked the G4TV channel for 5K subs. She's the only one that could ever do that. So it was a very sarcastic post that, you know, this mod right here let it slide, I guess. He said, here's your warning, please review the sub rules. Then another mod came in and said, you know what, I'm going to take you down. You're not going to be able to post stuff like this. It's against the TOS of the sub, I guess. You're not supposed to be able to criticize the host. You're not supposed to be able to say anything that's not absolutely praising the host or G4TV in general, as these other posts are doing. Frost speaking the truth, huge respect. Yeah, it's the truth. If that's the truth, then you're an absolute idiot. You're an absolute moron. PSA, be decent to each other. I can't believe I'm saying this, blah, blah, blah. they're pretty much saying they don't post anything negative or anything other than just absolutely praising the host, because that's all they stand for on this. There are rules against bigotry, and there's a rule to be civil. If you're unable to avoid being a bigot, so apparently if you criticize the host, they'll just call you a bigot and take your post down. And or if you're choosing to attack others or our host, you're going to be banned. It's just that simple. Blah blah blah. Much love to Kevin Pereira, most savage roast goes to. So you can just see all they're doing is just praising the host, praising G4TV. And then, like that post said, they've lost 5K subscribers since last Thursday. And then if we go to the individual videos that this channel has been posting, these horribly scripted videos, they've even admitted that they don't even play the games that they've been reviewing. They're just written scripts that they're reading off of. They're getting ratioed like crazy. 2.9K likes to 4.5K dislikes. The extension for the dislike counter still does work, so that's pretty good. Now we can still see when people are getting ratioed, then all these comments are pretty much saying the same thing. I mean, there's a couple of people here, oh man, I'm so glad somebody finally reviewed this multiple years old game. They probably just have no idea what's really going on. They probably just aren't able to tell that this is totally scripted and that this dude didn't even play the game. It's just 100% scripted by other people who have played the game, or maybe have not even played the game. Maybe they just read other reviews and wrote the script off that. This person says, I used to watch G4TV as a kid, and when I saw that it may be returning, I had high hopes. Now I just wish that it was allowed to live in my mind as days gone by. Sadly, it wasn't allowed, and what we see is a soulless cash in of a beloved name. Sometimes it's better to let something die than to revive it, just to kill off again soon thereafter. Rip G4TV. I shall remember the good old days where we didn't have some woman yelling at us about how sexist gaming is. Gaming isn't sexist. Some of the best games were made by women. Stop trying to be woke, G4TV. Just review games and tech, and all you're doing is shooting yourself in the foot via a shotgun right now. 100%, man. Whenever you make a comeback and then you immediately just start virtue signaling, you immediately just start being woke, you immediately start playing into that agenda that all the other corporate entities play into, everyone sees right through it now. You know, it's not this thing where you can fool people anymore. It's really easy for everyone to be able to see it whenever you're trying to play into that woke agenda, whenever you're trying to virtue signal. It's very obvious now. You have to be very clever in how you do it to be able to get away with it without most of your audience being able to see right through it. Here is a Camelot 331 video that I was just talking about, or not the video, but the comment that I was just talking about a few minutes ago. All that excitement when G4 came back and aged poorly, reading scripts of reviews, preaching to your entire audience on account of a couple of trolls. We don't need nor want this corporate dribble. We get plenty of that everywhere else. Hit the nail on the head 100%. Like I was saying, it's really easy for everyone to see through all this corporate dribble that he was talking about. It's really easy to see through all the virtue signaling, and that's really all a lot of these cash grab entities are now. They're brought back in name. They're brought, franchises in Hollywood are the same way. They're brought back in name. Star Wars, all these other franchises that are brought back, Ghostbusters, all they do is bring them back in name and then virtue signal for 2 hours during the movies, and it's absolutely god awful. It's impossible to sit through, in my opinion. Whenever, like Ghostbusters 2016, just can't watch it. I will never watch it again. I watched it in theaters. I will never watch it again because it was so miserable to sit through that. That's what G4TV is now. They're the Ghostbusters 2016 of gaming reviews, and they're not even playing the games that they're reviewing. That's really the worst part of it. So whenever you sit through a G4TV show, all you're watching is people who are reviewing games, reading off of scripts, who have never played the game, and then every once in a while, in between the fake gaming reviews that G4TV does, they'll throw in some virtue signals, they'll throw in some nonsense, some corporate dribble like Camelot 331 was saying, and that's not what anyone wants to see. If they were actually playing the games, and I could understand some people actually wanting to hear their true reviews of these games and maybe just laboring through all the virtue signals, all the corporate dribble. But if they're not even really playing the games, then what's the point in watching them at all? There was absolutely no point in sitting through this and watching these people fake review these games. It's absolutely ridiculous what they're doing. And if you go through all these other videos, they're all ratioed pretty badly. Some of them are worse than others for whatever reason. This one has 4.2K likes to 1.7K dislikes, so it's not too bad, but it's still pretty bad. There's still a lot of dislikes. Let me know what you guys think about this whole G4TV situation. How bad do you think this situation is going to get for G4TV? Do you think they'll end up shutting down or rebooting it once again? Maybe even making some big changes when it comes to the host and stuff like that? Let me know what you think is going to happen with this whole situation. If you did enjoy this video though, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you on the next one.